Welcome to Practice Wing Chun, where we discuss Wing Chun and answer any training related questions. My name is Edgar, and this is a casual Sunday edition of Practice Wing Chun. Unofficially, or I guess officially, episode 13. Check out this Bruce Lee painting I got in Philly. Got it from Dave from Urban Spray Paint, and I just got it. I don't normally have this. I usually have something else, but it's so cool. Looks really dope. I remember mentioning like in a few episodes earlier that I was going to show you guys how it looks, and so there it goes. Oh, and if you're curious, those are butterfly swords. I have them above my headboard. So today we'll be discussing juniors versus seniors. So Percy on Facebook wants to discuss this. Let me just pull it up. So Percy says, I have another topic to discuss in regards to contamination of Chi Sao or Wing Chun when higher ranks work with lower ranks. This is not exclusive to Wing Chun, but has been discussed in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. Higher ranks feel they have to limit their responses to help lower ranks work through the skills without automatically decimating them. Though it makes them not go for the advanced techniques, we have agreed it makes their basic much stronger. Like with anything, you will need to go and do maintenance on skills and reflexes, and seek same or higher ranks to push your abilities. So from my understanding, he's saying that senior students don't find value in training with junior students. So, well, there's, I guess, two sides to this. There's junior side, and then there's the senior side. So let's talk about both. So as a senior, I notice there are people that do jerky movements where they rely on their speed instead of their technique. So they could like go and do their technique, but their arms are like crossed like this, and then their fingers are touching me, and they're like, yeah, I got you. Well, sure, but it wasn't really anything that you got me with. You got me with your fingertip. That's like, whatever. I remember I used to be excited about that. And now I kind of see, now that, I'm in the senior level, and I look back, I'm like, wow, I actually didn't do anything to the senior students because I was just lucky. I was just a little bit faster. If I'm not in a good form, it's no point, right? But this also helps as a senior because now you remember all the things that you went through as a junior. So you know how to like kind of help the juniors out. And I know you don't get a chance to practice with other seniors, but when you do, you just hang out with your seniors, Chi Sao with them. As a junior, it's a huge learning experience, and I think it's really cool that seniors take the time to touch hands, go do drills. And if you're in a school, chances are that's how it is. Juniors match with seniors, so that way they can both learn. I mean, you may think that seniors aren't learning anything, but they are. They are remembering things that they may have forgot because juniors are learning the basics again, and seniors sometimes forget the basics because they want to learn the next new thing. But working with a junior, you kind of like pull everything back together, go back to the fundamentals, and kind of remember things that were important, and now you get it. You're like, oh yeah, I forget that that's why this was done this way instead of the way I'm currently doing it, or something like that. So as a junior, like I remember there's a lot going through my mind. I was trying to understand the techniques, trying to do them, and when you're partnered with someone that's like more senior than you and you know what they're doing, I felt kind of intimidated. I didn't know what to do. I tried to do the technique. I'm not sure if they were right, if my form was good, if my structure was good. So I just do what I thought was the right technique. And the best senior students that I partnered with were the ones that kind of helped correct my mistakes, the ones that kind of encourage me when I do it correctly. And that's kind of how I am as a senior student when I do Chi Sao or go over drills with junior students. I don't go hard on them. I don't use much power, but I do focus on my technique. I do focus on my form and making sure my Chi Sao is good. That way I don't give a bad example. So But there's also times when I do something wrong and I tell them, oh, that actually wasn't correct. I actually mistimed it, or my technique wasn't good. So I let them know when I mess up, because even though I'm their senior, I'm not perfect. I mean, I make mistakes. I let them know that even at a senior level, people still make mistakes, to show that juniors are like, even though they mess up, it's not a bad thing. It still happens to people. I mean, for you guys, how do you guys feel? Do you guys feel like you learn anything from each other? Or do you just kind of like, I'm wasting my time? I never think it's a waste of time. I think it's always good to have as much experience as you can with as many different perspectives as you can, because, everyone's different. Every person's different size, different shapes, different colors, everything. So just because you're at different levels doesn't mean you can't learn anything new. So until next time, keep training.